Do you hear that? It's raining. I have to go to Walmart. And I'm parked in the absolute farthest parking spot away from the door. Let's go run. This is where I camped last night. I'm gonna go run. Here's what they fixed. So I'm gonna run into Walmart. Got a list of things I need. It's not that cold. I mean, it's in the 40s, but there's a lake right here. Don't remember what it's called. Right there. Fortunately, there weren't any free camp spots there on the lake, so I stuck with the Walmart. Honestly, it was a really nice evening. Quiet. That semi-truck, though, had his engine running the whole time. But it started raining, and it was just real nice. It was nice. Some snow-peaked mountains over there starting to come out in the sun. So the plan today is to go to Glacier, or in that area. It's really nasty weather, so I doubt I'm going to spend my gas in time going into the national park, but we're going to go find somewhere free to camp, and when it's a beautiful day, we'll go to Glacier. Anybody else's dog ever poop like that? Alright, so I broke my door here. Right here. So I bought some Gorilla Glue. So I'm gonna try to fix this. Let's see. I also bought some stuff. This must be really heavy duty. Put the thing together. Woo! It's exploding. Okay, Jethro, stay back. Let's see if I can get this on camera. Okay. I broke it all the way down. Morning or afternoon or evening, whatever time of the day it is for you all. It is morning for me. It is a wet morning. It's muddy. I can only imagine how I felt putting the dogs in my truck with muddy paws. Thankfully, I've got a lot of towels and stuff lined down there, so they're getting their beds and stuff muddy, which is better than my car or truck, a diesel. So I'm gonna have to get gas here again soon. Story of my life. Yeah, I bought this new buff. Do you like it? I figured it was fitting since I'm in Montana. Well, it's white, so when I wear makeup, it's gonna get everywhere. Yeah, makeup's overrated, says the girl who's wearing makeup today. I'm even wearing lipstick. So, you know, it's one of those days where I haven't showered in like a week. So I just felt like looking pretty. Or at least trying. So anyways, there's a lake up here that I'm gonna go check out. It is, I mean, no joke. It's raining. I haven't quite figured out how to use this truck yet. I just turned my turn signal on instead of the windshield wiper. At least I had the right knobby thing. Anyways, so I'm gonna go, I have to dump my tanks today and get water. I'm almost out of water completely. So aside from like water bottles, I have plenty of those. But I'm gonna go ahead and go check out this lake and work my way up north towards Glacier, and there's a couple dump stations that have water, and since I need to get gas, it's perfect timing. So not really sure what the exact plan is today, but one thing I will be doing today is answering some of the questions I've been getting on social media and on YouTube. So I'll answer some of those questions, and the biggest question I've got is how do I handle the dogs, because I have 3 dogs, and that's a lot of dogs, especially when they're big. So I'm going to kind of talk about how I handle the dogs, and since it's a rainy day, nothing else to do, I thought that would be a perfect opportunity to address some of those questions. But first I'm going to hit the road and check out this lake, get some water, dump the tanks, get some diesel, not gas, and catch up with you in a little bit to answer some of those questions. Diesel, and I'm gonna dump the tanks here in just a second. Just paid $5 at this Conoco. They've got a RV dump and potable water, so I have drinkable water. They did assure me it was drinkable, so that's awesome because I'm almost out of water. But anyways, I'm getting some diesel right now. My DFE light just came on. DEF, DFE, DEF, whatever that code is. And I have 500 miles before I have to fill that up, so I've never done that before. And I was at a Love's gas station a couple of days ago, and I saw that they had it at the pump, but like this one doesn't. So I guess I'll have to find a gas station that has that, or learn more about it. But anyways, one of the questions that I received was, how do I handle the dogs? It just really depends on my situation. If I'm in a location like a gas station or at an RV park, which I'm not really at very often, but somewhere where there's a lot of people, like last night I was at a Walmart parking lot, I do things a little bit differently than when I'm out boondocking somewhere and it's just the dogs and I out there. So when I'm in public, I usually just have 2 leashes connected to the RV and let one dog out at a time. That way I'm not having to fiddle with tangled leashes. I don't have to worry about a dog getting loose or anything like that. So I usually do 1 dog out at a time, and then my dogs listen pretty well when they're inside the campers. So like if I open the door and I say stop and I say Pike come, or whoever come, they usually know not to all 3 jump out. So usually when I say Pike come, he'll come where the other 2 will stay. One thing I have learned is that Agron has to be the leader and he has to be first. If I don't let Agron out first, he's gonna whine and bark and cry and holler and yaller and all kinds of stuff and cause a scene, and I just don't like doing that. And yes, it's probably behavioral, I could probably train that out of him, but you know what, at this point it is who he is. So I usually let Agron out first, and then I usually let Jethro or Pike out next, and that method's been working pretty well. Now when we're at camp, I do things a little bit differently. Now depending on my situation, I might have trees around, or I might not have any trees around, or there might be rocks. So I try to get my 3 25-foot long metal leads, and I tie them in separate locations so that they each have their own space to run around that's connected to the camper. If I don't have a tree to wrap the leash around, I'll try to find a rock or some type of bush or something, or I'll have to get creative on how I do it. One thing I can't stand doing is untangling leashes, and if I don't have good circumstances where I can like tie them off in separate locations, I spend about 85% of my time detangling leashes, which is not what I want to do when I'm out in the wilderness. I want to enjoy it, not have to fiddle with, you know. So that's kind of how I handle the dogs when they have to go potty. Now, some of you all have asked me how the dogs handle inside the camper. Well, at first it was an adjustment period. It took us a while to, sorry, I'm watching for my water spit. At first it took us a while to get into a rhythm of things, to see who goes where, but now we all kind of just stay next to each other, curled up in our own little space. So, even though it is tight living quarters, it's cozy, and we have plenty of room. Each dog has their own spot. I even have room for my tailgate in the bed. So here's an example of how I would let the dogs out at the gas station. I found this pole, it's all by myself, got 2 leashes together, and first, gotta make sure my water. Well, he's gonna go potty. Oh, first I gotta close all of them. Then I'm gonna take this off. It's kind of a messy job sometimes. Put that back on, then I want to run some water through this hose, just in case. Water gets leaked out. So that's locked. Now it's time to put the water in. Oh God, these are heavy. And that, my friends, is how I dump the tanks with 3 dogs. We're trying to get into Glacier, but I don't... Really? Oh my God, these dogs. Hey. It's probably like a squirrel. He probably sees a squirrel. Okay, so I'm trying to get into Glacier, but the road's not really open all the way, so we might just get to the lake and then try to find somewhere free to camp. I've been driving around for a good part of today, and I have not found anywhere to park this rig. So I have a couple other options, but the national park's not open anyway all the way through, so that's kind of a bummer, but I guess it is kind of early in the season. So I'm probably gonna just go as far as I can go, turn around, and then keep heading west. But I would like to at least see something in Glacier. Drove all the way out here. This is way out of the way. So I'm in Glacier National Park, staying at the Apgar campground. It's the only thing open right now. I have 1 to 2 bars of service, so I can work here. So I'm gonna stay here, I think 2 nights. It's $20 a night. I don't really want to stay here any more than that because I'd rather get back into boondocking. I mean, I'm technically boondocking here, but it's paid boondocking. So there's a few other campsites around here that are free that I'm probably gonna go to next. But it's got a dump site, water, so I can take showers and fill up on my water and dump my tanks, because that gray water tank will get full. So I'm probably gonna do that today, take a shower. There's not a whole lot of sun to harvest. I only have about 30% on my jackeries, so I'm gonna try to get some charge on my Jackery so that my laptops work tomorrow. But yeah, I'm starving. So we're gonna go ahead and get back to camp. I went to the visitor center stupidly thinking that I could go get a sticker or something, but they are closed for all of that. So I'm not gonna worry about that, but I think there is a gift store just outside of West Glacier that's not associated with a national park that is open. I saw they were open on my way in, but I don't really feel like leaving the national park and coming back in and dealing with the traffic. So I'm gonna head back to camp. I got my hammock set up, so I might relax on the hammock a little bit later, and then we're gonna get something to eat, walk to Apgar Lake in a little bit, and it's beautiful here. GoPro is gonna have a hard time picking up this stuff, but it's a really big, pretty mountain right there. Hey friends, we made it to Glacier National Park. I'm staying at Apgar Campground. It's the only one open right now. $20 a night. I'm gonna stay here for 2 nights. I've got 1 to 2 bars of cell phone service, so I can work and then find another place to stay later this week. It is really cold. The sun just came out, and so I'm like really enjoying my life right now. I was sitting in the hammock earlier, soaking up the rays. But yeah, so I'm trying to catch some solar power right now because my Jackeries are almost dead. So okay, I saw a deer. That's all I've seen so far. Maybe I'll see a grizzly bear. What do y'all think of this spot? This is so cool. I got my hammock up. So when I'm at camp and I need to let the dogs out and I'm in a place where I can't have them on all kinds of leads and stuff, and I usually only take 1 dog out at a time, this is how I do it. So in this situation, I've got a tree. So I've wrapped this around. I've got Agron connected to a leash. I'm going to connect the 2 leashes together, and then they can kind of go a little bit further. But I have to be careful because there's a lot of things for them to get tangled on. So I'll have to keep an eye on them. But this is usually how I do it. So I do 1 dog at a time. My little stinker butts. You my stinker butt. He's a little lazy. He's not as happy that the sun is out as I am. You can see here the other dogs are waiting patiently, but I need to patch the screens because they've kind of destroyed that. Solar panel. The sun's actually really out right now, so I'm getting about 56 watts in, so that's awesome. You gonna go potty so I can let your brothers out? They're being so patient. He does not want to go inside, so now he does not want to go inside right now, so I'm going to force him to go inside so I can show you how I would do this. Come on. Let's go. Good boy. Alright. Jethro, come. Mike, stay. Sit. Sit. Stop. Whoop. That didn't work out as gracefully as I had hoped it would, but that's typically how it works. For dog number 2. This is what I was worried about. Having all these trees here. He's about to tangle himself up real good. You gonna figure eight it? Let's see. No? Yeah? Maybe? Thinking about it? He doesn't like being left alone. Oh, baby boy. Oh, baby boy. Sometimes he needs a little help. Much more graceful. Much more. Somebody figure eighted himself. So that means I have to get up and untangle him. So follow me. Nope, you're going the wrong way. Come here. Come here. This way. Through the trees, not that way. Come here. Come here. This way. Nope, 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 nope. This way. Come here. Good boy. And we're untangled. Can you tell I'm happy about that? Hi, buddy. Oh, good boy. The sun's going away. That's okay. It'll come back out. It's just hiding behind one of those clouds. But I think I'm gonna go inside where it is actually kind of warm and I can curl up and, I don't know, do something fun. I'm gonna attempt to put some wallpaper up here. I'm not very good at this, so kind of going into it disappointed. We're gonna do the best I can here. I'm thinking of doing this wallpaper along the bed here. So let's give it a try. Okay, that'll work. So now I'll cut a bunch to size. All right. There's the backsplash. Kind of hard to tell because it's not very bright, but whew, that's a lot of work. waiting on my new microphone to come in the mail, so I know I'm working on it. Got my bear spray and the sun is shining. Look at that beautiful view. Isn't that just spectacular? Isn't it just a glorious evening? Today has been so eventful, so full of joy and happiness. I got to share all about how the dogs impact my daily routine. My hair's a little hot mess. I'm gonna take a shower tonight. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this very different video from my normal videos. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future content. I do try to post once a week, so more to come. Tomorrow I hope to have just as beautiful of a day, even though the forecast isn't calling for it, but we are hopeful. But maybe I'll get to go do a couple trails around the area and see some of this beautiful Glacier National Park. Thanks for watching. Till next time, stay safe and have a very blessed day. Bye!